Oh yeah, just back off my holidays, feeling a little bit jet lagged and very tired, but I thought I'd pop down the plot and have a look how things have gone. Been away now for 9 days, so I'm expecting some changes. So what I thought I'd do is I'll take a bit of a walk round with you and you can see what I see. There's plenty of tomatoes on there and there. I feel a big tomato harvest coming on tomorrow. Well, that one's fallen over and snapped. That's not good. The twine snapped, so I'll get that sorted out in a minute as well. Yeah, I'll just put you down for a second while I sort that out. So that's a little bit better. I've tied it up, but as you can see now, there's loads and loads of fruit on here. And it's still producing flowers. Good size fruit, plenty of it. I'm happy with that. It's Sunday morning now. I've been down for about half an hour, and I've reclaimed the polytunnel. I've trimmed this vine off. It was a full length, but I've just cut it short and buried the end in the soil because it'll form roots from there, the same as it has done there. See that root? So that'll be taking up nutrients from there. What I've done is also I left the zips in when I built the tunnel, so I've put half of it that was going up by the door out here. Now if it lives or dies, it's not the end of the world, but it means that I can at least get in and out. And now I can see the melons, and melons are going to get some light now and hopefully start to ripen off. Got 2 or 3 on each plant, and what I've done is I've just used the paracord to tie them in to give them a little bit more support. Trimmed down some of the leaves off the tomatoes as well. I've got some batteries in my bag for the watering system, so I shall sort that out in a little while. But what I'm going to do now is turn the tap on and leave it on while I sort out the greenhouse. It's not quite as bad as this, but it's a little bit overgrown. And then I'm going to take some cucumbers and tomatoes home. Apparently while I've been away on holiday, there's been a circus in town, and the guy from the circus came down the other day and asked us if we wanted some manure delivering, and so obviously we said yes. So this pile here is free for anyone to take, so I'm going to fill up my compost bins and take as much as I possibly can, because we don't get it free very often. The last load of manure I had to sort out myself, so I got in, I think it's about 7 tons that we shared out throughout all the plot holders, but if it's free I'll certainly take it. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the day, shifting as much of that as I possibly can. Because the fresh manure is pretty dry and lifeless, what I'm doing is I'm putting a good layer of fresh manure in, then a layer of my sort of couple-of-month-old compost, and then a layer of the most recent cuttings, and I'm just going to build up this entire bay using that method. And when that's full, I'm going to take out whatever's in there, put it in my second wheelbarrow and do the same thing again. So it'll be a layer of manure, a layer of this partially rotted compost, and hopefully should be able to fill both bays up. And then this is what I've got to use on my beds for the rest of the year, because this new stuff won't be ready for 12 months at least, and then by then I should be ready for the autumn spreading, which works out perfectly. So I shall carry on and bring you back when hopefully I've got 2 full bays. I've brought my compost thermometer up just to see how warm the pile's getting, because there's steam coming off it, and that you can't see very well because it's a red needle on a red background, but that's up to 64 degrees C. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's in the hot zone, gone well past the active. So I'm going to move away some of the stuff off the top and hopefully get to the warm stuff that's already started decomposing. It's gone up to 65 now. So yeah, that's certainly an active pile. So it's taken a while, but I've managed to get it done. I've got both bays full with the manure that was delivered to us. So I've mixed that in with my already partially rotted compost in both bays. I'm sure over time that's going to go down to a sort of half of what we've got in there, but it's a good start towards next year's compost. I'm not going to have time to do anything else tonight because it's starting to get dark already and I want my tea. I'm just going to let this rot down now over autumn and winter and spring, and then next year, before I put it on any of the beds, I should be doing a bean test to make sure that there's nothing in there that's going to kill my seedlings off. It's quite a common practice. There's a chemical that they spray on the weeds in a common land and open ground, and if that gets into the feed for the cattle and the cattle eat it, it won't be destroyed, so it'll just stay dormant in the manure, and then obviously when you pop your seedlings into it, it just kills them off. So because beans are so quick growing and so quick to germinate, just pop a couple of beans in, and if they germinate then everything's good and you can use it. So I'm just going to leave it for now and let it rot down. Good morning, it's Bank Holiday Monday and I'm down at the plot bright and early, and the plan for today is to move the finished compost out of the compost bays and up onto the second plot, which will give me more room then to get another load of the horse manure that I'm going to put into the compost bay. And then once I've got all that done, I'm going to harvest the tomatoes and cucumbers and anything else that's ready, and then I'm going to call it a day because I've got a big week at work next week, so I don't want to be overdoing it today. I'm still suffering from jet lag. I didn't get to sleep till about 3 o'clock last night, and then 6 o'clock this morning wide awake, so I'm feeling the effects of the jet lag, but I should just get on with it and do the best I can. So as with most things on an allotment site, to do one job you have to complete 3 others, and before I put the rotted manure down, I need to clear the pumpkins out of the way, which are all ripened up. It's not been a very good year for the pumpkins, if I'm honest. I've got five pumpkins off 4 plants, which isn't a very good return considering last year I had 3 plants and, well, I think about 10-15 pumpkins in the end. So what I've got to do there now, I've got to clear the pumpkins out of the way, dig out the mare's tail as best I can, and then I'm going to dump the compost onto that area, unless I go for the easy option and just pile it high on the area over there that I've already dug, which, thinking about it, is probably going to be the plan. So I might just take that bit of a membrane up there and just put all the new fresh compost onto there, because if I start digging that area over, that's going to be the whole day gone, and I want to get the harvesting done and sort out the area there, which has gone a bit crazy over the past couple of weeks while I've been away. So yeah, I think that's the new plan. I'm going to dump the compost onto that area there. I can't imagine how many barrow loads I've moved, but I've been shifting manure for 4 hours now. My back is absolutely killing. I was going to put some more on the other plot under a tarpaulin, but I don't think I can. I'm too tired. So what I'm going to do now is cover it over. I've watered it and then leave it to do its magic, and then I'm going to harvest tomatoes and head off home. Finish the day off with a small harvest. Just got some of the long peppers. I'm not sure what the name of them is because the tag's washed off. That's a Market More cucumber. Got a tub full of Roma tomatoes, another one full of Moneymaker, and then this one at the back I've got Ukrainian purple, in the centre Gardener's Delight, and on this end Japanese black Trofeli, and on this side I've got Big Mama, which are basically a larger version of the Roma, and that's probably 50% to 70% of the tomatoes. As you can see, there's still a lot in here that are still produced fruit and is just waiting to ripen off, and there's plenty more in the greenhouse that I've not got to yet. that just aren't quite ready. But they're absolutely laden. I've not harvested any of these. These are the blueberries. They'll probably be the last to go, but they're still going strong. So while they're still growing, I'll leave them. So that's it for this week. It's been a very short week, but I've got a fair bit done. I've managed to top up all 3 compost bins full of the new horse manure, and I've had a good harvest of tomatoes and peppers. So I'll call that a win, and I will see you all next week. Thank you very much for watching. See you again. Bye.